Health experts are saying that riding on airplanes doesn't expose you to any greater risk than other situations where you're in close contact with people.
I think people are a little bit more afraid when it comes to airports and traveling because of the widespread of media and saying how abundant this virus is becoming. Whereas people at home, they forget that you get a cold every day, a flu, your mom has it, your dad has it, and it's everywhere.
You can protect yourself against the virus like you do a common cold, with thorough hand washing and sanitizing. And Calgarians are reminded that a virus could be caught anywhere. For State NewsFile, I'm Amy Michaelis.
251 Canadians are currently quarantined on a cruise ship off the coast of Japan. 10 people on board the cruise ship have tested positive for the coronavirus. Prime Minister Justin Trudeau said in the scrum earlier today that Canadian officials are working with Japanese officials to address the situation. There's almost 4,000 people on board the ship, and there's reportedly no Canadians infected. The ship is expected to remain under quarantine for 2 weeks. There's almost 25,000 confirmed corona cases worldwide, with nearly 500 deaths. It's a controversial therapy that has now been banned in our city. Calgary City Council has unanimously passed a motion to ban conversion therapy. City staff will now draft a bylaw that will fine anyone who practices, advertises. Kiara Lentz has more.
Conversion therapy, sometimes known as reparative therapy, is a practice that aims at changing someone's sexual orientation or gender identity. It's been controversial for a long time now. Many experts feel the therapy increases the shame and stigma that some LGBTQ people already experience.
It's just damaging, and it continues to create more stigma, whereas we're still having issues around pride in the community now. So people are still going to be hateful, so we just got to drown it out with some love.
To speak up, because then you're giving voice to people who can't speak up, or people that are going through conversion therapy or having, threats to have to do that, giving them a voice and giving them a hand to be there for each other and just vouch for it not being okay. Yeah.
More recently, talk therapy is used to make people believe what they are doing is wrong. This can lead to depression, the urge to commit suicide, anxiety, and the loss of sexual feeling. Calgary is the latest to ban conversion therapy, along with Ontario, Manitoba, Nova Scotia, PEI, and Vancouver, in hopes that the rest of Canada will condemn the practice. For State NewsFile, I'm Kiara Lentz.
The Calgary Catholic School Board has passed a vote to consider closing St. Angela Workplace School, located in the city's northeast. The closure would affect all 117 students that are enrolled at the school. St. Angela needs up to $4 million in upgrades to meet new modernization standards. Closing the school would save the school division almost $800,000. Businesses in Calgary will finally see some tax relief. City Council has passed a motion calling for a major drop in property taxes. Vincent Vlad joins us live from Kensington. Vincent, you talked to business owners in the Northwest community. What do they have to say about the city's plans?
Well, Logan, we're here tonight in Kensington, where many of the businesses are operated by small business owners. One of them says it's been a real struggle this past few years, facing ever-increasing taxes.
I think it's good, it's necessary. There's a lot of shops closing down, and it's a very difficult time in Calgary. And the city needs to get revenue.
City Council is giving independent businesses a break on their taxes. With an uncertain economy looming in the city, businesses have been asking for some measures to help them sustain themselves. More than 5,000 businesses will be eligible for the city's rebate program. Part of the other measures was to set a 10% cap to tax hikes.
So it's been a difficult time. It's not just the tax, it's rents, it's online buying and Amazon, a whole combination of many factors.
Over the past 4 years, the city has chopped taxes across the board by close to $250 million.
And so, Logan, the city did not mention what would be the deadline for businesses to apply to the program, but it should be pretty soon, since businesses are struggling as some retail spaces became vacant, and especially in the last 12 months. Back to you.
Thank you, Vincent. Vincent Lavoie reporting live from Kensington. An Edmonton-based airline is offering an unlimited travel pass for 3 months. Flair Air is offering an unlimited flight pass for $700. Flights are available to 7 Canadian cities in Western Canada. The announcement comes after an increase in competition among flight carriers. Flair added that the pass does not include taxes or fees, and that flights must be booked 48 hours in advance. 9-year-old Maneth Fernando wrote a letter to the Minister of Immigration in an attempt to stop his family's deportation. The Calgary family is facing the threat of getting deported back to Sri Lanka. Nishan Fernando and Sulkasha Nahuaj moved to Canada with Maneth in 2012. After Nishan said he feared for his family's safety, the federal court rejected the family's claim, saying there wasn't enough evidence of a risk in Sri Lanka. After a State of the Union speech that set the table for his re-election campaign, U.S. President Donald Trump has officially been acquitted from the 2 impeachment charges held against him by the American Senate. In total, 67 senators were needed to vote guilty to convict the president, but only 48 voted so. All of them voted in accordance with their party, with the exception of Mitt Romney, who voted to remove the president from office. Trump is only the 3rd American president to be impeached, following Andrew Johnson in 1868 and Bill Clinton in 1998. SAIT's very own engineering students participated in the 46th annual Great Northern Concrete Toboggan Race. Competitors from more than 20 universities across North America gathered in Toronto to watch, test, and race their toboggans. As Ronaldo Suarez reports, months' worth of hard work hit the slopes.
St. Trojan's Toboggan Race Club has been working towards this year's toboggan race since last year's race was finished. Each year for the past 46 years, engineering students get together and construct a toboggan that can safely hold 5 riders with concrete running surfaces